This episode of Accelerator TV has been brought to you by Bacardi Be Live, coming to a city near you, featuring artists like DJ AM, Z-Trip, Mastercraft, Major Lazer, and more. For more information, go to bacardi.com/BeLive.
I'd already been through the stage when I thought about death, and I came to terms with death. I was like, if I'm going to die, there's nothing really I can do about it. I'm not going to make my life any better by sitting here and being depressed about it. I started working on that basically in earnest after I came out of hospital last year in October. Well, I went blind in my left eye in April last year. And from there to the point of the operation was the end of September. Because I had cancer, and there was quite a big possibility that the cancer had spread to my vital organs. And when cancer spreads to your vital organs, 98% of the time or something, 99% of the time it's terminal. And that was the big worry, that it spread to one of my vital organs. And only when they did the operation, we did all the scans, and went to wait for the results, and had to see how successful the operation was. But when after all of that happened, and it was a success, when I came through my personal tragedy, I didn't feel negative after it. I mean, I'd been through it, and when I was going through it, yeah, there was dark times. Yeah, I thought about death a lot, and it was very depressing. But when I came through it all, it was like I said, I had this big burst of energy, like a musical Red Bull, and it gave me, I wanted to be super positive, and this is the kind of album that came out of it. I just had so many ideas, and I felt so positive coming, that I hadn't died, that I wanted to record.
Going out to each and every nation, played by the King Champion, along with Sister Sabzi on the vocal. Sabzi!
Artists have the ability to manipulate sounds and music and create music in a much easier way, and do things that weren't possible 10 years ago or 15 years ago, or if they were possible, they were very laborious. That in a sense has also created some of the modern music genres, like the stuff like the glitch mob do, that wouldn't have been possible 15 years ago. Because of technology, it gives artists the ability to express themselves in many more ways. The downside is, because equipment is so readily available, because music is so downloadable, everybody and their mum thinks they're an artist. And the thing with Facebook and MySpace and Twitter and Bebo and all these different sites, they're all great and fantastic, but in a sense we're also having an information overload, so people are finding it hard to concentrate on one thing and know how to appreciate it. Because you're updating your Twitter thing and there's a new message every 5 seconds. And that's how people are listening to their music. They're only listening to the first 5-10 seconds. The shortened attention span is something I've been thinking about, I suppose, more so now in the last, this year, than I did last year. Because things are moving so quickly now with stuff like this. And maybe the way I release future music will be minded upon that. I just try to make music. I don't want to sit there and go, hey everybody, I've been doing this since whatever, you got to give me mad respect. Because I think some artists sometimes fall back on this and say, oh, I'm a legend, you got to love me because I'm a legend, but really their music isn't as good as what they used to do. I'm very aware of other artists coming up and all these kind of different music genres, and how tastes are changing, and technology, we spoke about, and trying to, the importance of being current, of not just being a retro sound or something. But then it's also hard in the sense that not necessarily all the modern trends of music that we have now in 2009 I like. You know, like everybody's banging on about dubstep and electro and this, that and the other. I mean, who knows what that's going to be tomorrow. But then I don't want to be this guy who did this kind of retro stuff and used to be on Ninja Tune and blah, blah, blah. And oh yeah, he used to do good stuff in '96. That's quite a challenge, and I think about that quite a lot. But that's why being on the road and touring and traveling the world, I feel keeps me young. It keeps me connected to what's going on. I'm always trying to think of improving the formula. You know, you have all these music programs and hardware and software available, and you know, you can go to school to learn all kinds of things. You can learn to play the piano and learn. You have all these DVD tutorials and stuff on YouTube to, you know, learning to play the guitar, to Ableton, to all kinds of music programs. And they're all great and fantastic. You can learn to play it. But the difference is, being able to play something doesn't mean that you can create something. Playing and creating are two different things. And unless you're able to create something, all you're ever going to be is an echo of something that's already existing. I'm a super happy guy.
Astre du devoir, nos regards vous octroient. Fais le maximum, ni le minimum. Donne le coup de drop au MC qui prend le deal. Un maximum, mais de ça bien.